What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. Guys, we're going to be doing another showcase today, and today I want to focus on my man Ryu. That's right, we're not talking about the B version. We're talking about the one whose coffee spilled, and he just woke up from the wrong side of the bed, and the whole world just pissed him off, and that is none other than Mad Ryu himself. Not quite evil, but still pretty pissed. And this character actually is a very unique one because he's been the head of a lot of controversy when it comes down to this game. There was a patch that was done due to some mistranslations, and the character now is very suicidal. But it doesn't take away from his utility and his power if you use him the right way with the right team comp. So I want to talk all about him, explain how his skills work, where to use him, what the best combo is in terms of putting him on a team, where he kind of falls off and where he shines, and then of course how he does as an assist. So we're going to talk about everything that is Mad Ryu today. So this will hopefully teach you guys how to use him properly. Alright, first off, let's talk about what he is. He is a Thunder faction. He's a power unit. He is a attack class, and Atsutsuken is his fighting style, so plus 25 attack. He's going to use power equipment, obviously. Try to get the faction ones. That's pretty straightforward, guys. In terms of his best fighting soul, it's going to be broken formation, so you definitely want to change it to that one. So this is what you want to use right here. I'm currently preoccupied with all my guys having it, but here, I'll toss it on in their form. That's kind of what you want to carry with him because he is going to use the crit and the pressure pretty heavily in his attack build. You can also build him attack and use martial as I had before. Attack bonus is obviously pretty important for him anyways, but I try to keep crit because crit damage is probably the best multiplier in the game, right? Let's talk about his bonds real quick before we jump to the fighting spirit. His bonds are going to be Chun-Li, Abel, and Blanca. Just real quick for people who don't know this, your bonds are automatically activated for you as soon as you get the character and you rank them up. You don't actually have to click the portrait. Someone did mention that earlier to me, and I was like, no, they're fully activated, so don't worry about it. So if you see that, don't stress. It doesn't change your stats in any way, shape, or form, okay? Moving on to the fighting spirit, Dragon's Will. Alright, so HP bonus, attack bonus, as mentioned, he does have high attack. Crit rate, as you can see, it is important for him, and crit damage 10%. These two are the ones that get affected as you increase. And just so everyone's aware, the fighting spirit goes to plus 30 for all non-master and non-infernal characters. Master infernal characters can go to 40, okay? So I just want to point that out. A lot of people didn't know that, so you can go to 40 with the other master infernal characters. These guys cap at 30, okay? Just real quick on that one. Okay, so skill Metsu Shoryuken. Metsu Shoryuken replaces Crazy Shoryuken, which is a skill 3. Sacrifice 10% of current HP to charge a Shoryuken and attack the nearest enemy 2 times, dealing total damage of 930 of attack and ignoring 30% of defense. Extremely powerful combo 3 single target, guys. So he's really meant to be a huge damage dealer, especially early to mid game. Late game, there are some units that will take over his spot, but he still has a place in second and third teams. But again, we'll talk more about that as we go on. Okay, unlock at number 5, assist skill. Takes effect when the fighter is in assist position. While the assisted fighter's HP is below 50%, they receive 20% of the assisted fighter's attack. Very, very, very powerful assist. Especially on units that can survive. Gen is a huge one, because with the 6 cars, he actually revives for 10 seconds at full HP if he kills somebody with his resolution. Bison, obviously, pretty straightforward. He constantly revives at low health. So having him at 40% constantly with Bison, the attack power added to Bison's already powerful attacks will be pretty astonishing on how much damage you can pull off. And the other units like Ken, MH Ken and stuff, right? Your Jury, the new Cammy. So he pretty much sits well with anybody who has good survival skills and that can maintain damage at a 40% rate. So an incredible skill. Unlock at 10, all skills deal additional damage up to 50% of fighters missing HP, up to 100% of the fighter's attack. Now this becomes very important because he sacrifices his health in order to do attacks, which is what makes him suicidal, unfortunately, because he can actually kill himself. But with the right team setup, if you can heal him back, the sacrifice HP is accumulative, right? So even though if you heal yourself, it doesn't backtrack. You actually continue accumulating that HP missing. So it's important to note that it's important to have a healer with him at all times or some form of lifesteal, okay? Unlock at plus 20. When performing a super combo or combo, the fighters converts 50% of their sacrifice HP into shield for 12 seconds to help them survive. And then when performing a super combo or combo, the fighter converts 120% of their sacrifice HP into a shield for 12 seconds. So the shield just gets bigger. Alright, so here's the thing with Ryu. If you don't have the right comp, he becomes pretty useless late game. If you have the right comp, plus the 6 cars especially, he still becomes one of the hardest hitting units in the game. Maybe single targetly, the hardest next to Cammy, Gen, and Jury. But let's talk about that next, okay? Let's talk about his actual skills. Alright, so Metsu Hadouken sacrifices 15% of current HP to launch a powerful key wave that delivers a heavy hitting nearest target, dealing damage up to 825%. Each strike has a 20% base chance to heal to do weaken, okay? This is a super strong attack. And it works really well with other units that take advantage of weaken like Jury, right? So an amazing single target starting combo. His combo 2 actually is really useful. Does a sacrifice 10% of HP, does a spin kick 4 times, damaging 657%, increasing his dodge. So with the shield and the dodge that's activated, more longevity and survivability, right? The first strike actually dispels a target's shield. So Abel and anyone that uses shelter or any boss that activates a shield, you want to use Ryu for that fight because he will automatically remove that. And the skill 3, level 3 will actually increase his dodge to 50% while increasing the damage as well. So extremely useful in fights that have a lot of shield users, all right? And then going to his combo 3, this crazy Shoryuken, as you saw with the Fighting Spirit, becomes Metsu Shoryuken, sacrificing 10% of current HP, charging a Shoryuken, which strikes the nearest target 3 times. The other one was 2 times, but also does more effects, obviously, right? So if the fighter's HP is below 30%, the skill ignores 30% of the target's defense. If the fighter's HP is below 50%, ignores 30% of targets. So this is actually much better, obviously, because 50% mark, but at this point, you're probably going to start working on his Fighting Spirit, because they give quite a few Ryus away, and he's pretty easy to get for the most part, at least in my opinion. I've been very lucky with him. Moving on to passive. The first time HP drops below 50, he performs a Hadouken, delivering a heavy hit to the enemy at 420% attack power. Now, this is where it gets fun, okay? And try him out in Shadowlands, guys. In the AoE one, you'll see non-stop Hadoukens just flying left and right. Especially because of this one. Upon defeating an enemy, a Metsu Hadouken is unleashed, dealing 560% of attack. Try this in Shadowlands. Put him into your lineup, let him be the first attacker, or anybody, doesn't really matter, but let him be the first attacker. Like with his Ultra, he'll just do Metsu Hadouken the entire time. Literally, just the entire time. Like, it won't stop until you finally get to a roadblock where he can't kill somebody with it, and then you have to go normal. But it's crazy how much damage you can pull off just using him alone. The first time the fighter's HP drops below 30%, they unleash an additional Hadouken, and Hadouken has a 100% base chance to inflict weaken. Again, we talked about what weaken does, right? So super powerful character still. Extremely viable in mid-game. Still probably one of the best in mid-game for damage dealing. End-game, again, depending on your lineup, he may fall off quite a bit because they hit so much harder in end-game. Endgame is like 32 to like, let's just say 30 plus, right? He's still viable 30 to 35-ish, I'd say, but at 36 and up, he just starts getting melted, right? So you need this is where this comes in handy. So the passive for the 6 cars, for every 20% of active lost HP, the fighter permanently gains 12% damage resist, which really helps with the survivability, guys. And this can stack up to 60%. So with the shield, the dodge, and this, he actually can survive, especially if you have a healer on standby, like Elena or Rose or Fashion Sakura. Once the total HP of this is the crazy one. Once the total HP of the fighter has reached 100%, so he can lose that 100% accumulatively but still get healed and survive, right? Keep that in mind. The damage they deal is permanently increased by 70%. That's bonkers. Like, absolutely bonkers, guys. So it is imperative if you plan to use him at the end game content, you get this, because he will now start one-shotting a lot of units, especially if they're like at half HP, etc. He'll just destroy them. Like, this really activates his skill level to a max level. Like, you need to have this in order to really have him at full potential, okay? So very important. Now, I mentioned what the assists are and where you want to use them. Let's see if we can do a quick arena fight, and if I can pull off doing one of my ultras on somebody. So here, I'll just do this fight here. Let's put him in and let him be the main combo dealer, okay? I want to show you guys how this works. Okay, here we go. Let's give this a go. If I can pull off the combo quick enough, he will be pretty much destroying everybody. So let's see if I can do this real quick. Okay. I can't show you PvE because I already did Shadowlands, but I did that maneuver there that I told you about. So please give it a try. If you have him unlocked for passive 3, let him do his Metsu Hadouken and watch it just go bonkers. Okay. I don't know if... Yes, he's still performing it right there. He's still doing it right there. He just keeps going. He just doesn't stop. Oh, look, he's going to go again right now. Oh, no, there. He stopped there just because it was already done. But he did 3 in a row there. Well, so watch the damage at the end of it all, okay? Bison obviously makes it a little tougher because he doesn't die, which is unfortunate with a Bison team. But let's take a look at the stats. Look at that, 23 million. All of that from... Oh, this is from the Hurricane kick. See, that only did 5.9, but the rest of it was the Metal Hadoken. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys put him on a team and he can start one, especially with the 6 cars, if he can start one-shotting units end game, you're going to see some massive damage coming out. So really, really powerful unit. Really try using him in Shadowlands. PvE, again, up to about 30, 35-ish. He'll still shine. 35, he starts to plateau a little bit. The towers, he's amazing. Factional towers, he's incredible. Bosses, absolute powerhouse. So you can't go wrong. Plus, like I mentioned, as an assist, put him as assist on anybody, really, that drops HP and can maintain that HP at a certain point without dying, has high dodge or revival or whatever the case may be. He will add so much more power to that unit that will make that unit hit way harder at the end of the day. So there you guys have it. That's my review on Ryu. If you have any questions, any comments, put it in the bottom. Still an extremely viable character. Get that 6 cars if you're really focusing on him, and you'll see an even improved damage dealer that you probably would have never imagined. Alright guys, Payne, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk soon. Take care.